Hasta la vista, baby.
Get away from her, you bitch!
I, Iron Man.
Expecto Patronum!
I am your father.
There's a snake in my boot.
What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another Netflix review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Netflix has provided a new movie that is releasing this weekend, and today I'm going to be talking about the movie Spiderhead. This new movie is directed by Joseph Kosinski, who recently directed my favorite movie of the year so far, Top Gun Maverick. Amazing movie, as well as some underrated gems like Only the Brave. Check that movie out if you haven't. And it's written by Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese, who wrote the two Deadpool movies we've gotten. And the cast includes Chris Hemsworth, Miles Teller, and Jurnee Smollett. In the near future, convicts are offered the chance to volunteer as medical subjects to shorten their sentence. One such subject, for a new drug capable of generating feelings of love, begins questioning the reality of his emotions. So we have a new movie coming out this week, and this one I was pretty interested in because Joseph Kosinski is directing it. I just think he's by far one of the more underrated directors working today. Like I mentioned, Top Gun Maverick, my favorite movie of the year so far. What he did with that movie, taking Top Gun, like the first one, wasn't that great of a movie, but iconic. But that sequel was 10 times better than the original. And I love most of these cast members. Chris Hemsworth, Miles Teller, Jurnee Smollett. Good cast members involved in here. So there was enough potential in me to love this movie. And what did I think of this movie, guys? Is it worth checking out on Netflix or is it worth skipping? I would definitely recommend checking this movie out, as I think this movie is going to divide some people. I'm about middle of the road on this movie. There's things I really loved about it and things I was a little bit shaking my head on. I think the performances all work in this movie, especially Chris Hemsworth. He just is great, whatever project I think he takes on. Chris Hemsworth, we all know him as Thor, and he plays Thor incredibly well. But when he turns on that dramatic or that comedic persona, I think he does a very good job, and people don't give him enough credit. I think if you're a fan of Chris Hemsworth in particular, you should definitely check this movie out, as he plays that normal kind of character. And I just think he does a very good job dramatic performance-wise in here. Now, Miles Teller most recently was great in Top Gun Maverick, and here he's playing a completely different kind of character. Because it really feels like they're playing these different kind of characters. Of course, their prison sentences can be reduced by taking this very simple drug. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper. Just a very weird drug that they could take, and it could really change their lives in different ways. Joseph Kosinski has a very good eye for directing. It feels like he had a very good lens and own kind of style for this movie, what he wanted it to be. A very interesting thriller, as well as a character study in a way. And it's very impressive for a director of a caliber like Joseph Kosinski. The way he's able to step into different kind of films, like with Only the Brave, a true story firefighter movie, also starring Miles Teller, where he's able to bring his own lens to that true tragic event. And with Top Gun Maverick, an amazing action movie sequel, and he's able to do that, also starring Miles Teller. And in here, also starring Miles Teller. Many collabs with Miles Teller. I really do appreciate that. Now, if you didn't know, this was obviously filmed during the pandemic, so whenever you have a pandemic shot film, there really isn't enough space or enough time to really balance out the script or get the shots you really want. And in here, you definitely feel like it was shot during the pandemic. I feel like the dialogue was very much kind of like your typical crime drama for television. It didn't really feel like cinematic dialogue whenever Hemsworth and Teller and Smollett were giving out exposition. The movie is very much full of exposition, a lot of explaining. And for the general audience, not everybody is going to want to grasp that. But for me, some parts I was very invested in, But for the whole audience, I think they won't be as invested in it as like a me. The pacing in this movie, I unfortunately felt it, especially for an hour and 47 minutes. It feels like it goes on for like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think we spend too much time with certain scenes that could have easily been wrapped up in like 10 minutes, and instead it takes about 20 to 25 minutes to fully expand and finish it up. Like, can we keep it going, keep the pacing going? And I would say that mostly goes with the writing with Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick. They weren't really able to really get us invested with the overall story. At least for me, I wasn't really understood or locked in on what was happening most of the time. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts and score for the movie Spiderhead, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you like this review, definitely hit that like button and consider clicking that subscribe button if you want weekly reviews and ranking videos on this channel. Spiderhead was a very interesting, different approach from Joseph Kosinski. It feels like a passion project more than an overall cinematic film you can shove popcorn in and enjoy. The script is pretty much all over the place, I can obviously tell. Since it was shot during the pandemic, really nothing much groundbreaking happens. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Spiderhead a C+. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts and opinions on Spiderhead. What did you guys think of this movie? Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let's talk about it in the comments. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!